podcast. Come take this walk with me.
Welcome back to the Three Parallels podcast with your host, the Brother Dr. Jason Branch, where we rediscover who we were, embrace who we are, and make room for who we're trying to become. If that is you, you are in the right place at the right time, because today, Three Parallels podcast is coming to you live from one of the livest cities in the United States of America. Coming to you live from Battlecat Studios. Where's Battlecat Studios today? New Orleans. Yes, indeed. The Know Ya, baby. I'm in here. And for those who are watching, I am out in these streets. It's about 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm on a walk, because that's what I do. Self-care at its finest. I just took one of the nicest pictures to add to my collection, because I'm a photographer as well. Landscape photography is something I do as a hobby. I love it, enjoy it. And it's something I'm really good at and never knew. So now I'm creating prints. So I'm making canvas prints. Got a few on the wall at the house, and I'm selling some as well. So yeah, I'm just moving in this space of creativity and energy, and it's working. And somebody mentioned to me today, like, hey, let's plan, let's do this, that, and plan this and that. And I'm like, oh, hold on, wait a minute now. Hold your horses. Got a little too much dip on your chip. Slow down now. I ain't here for all that, okay? So I had to set a boundary, And when I set the boundary of, hey, wait a minute, slow down, he knew we got to switch. And the switch was, man, my bad. I forgot how Jay rolled. I forgot how Dr. J rolled. If nobody else, this brother here lives organically. If it ain't happening organically, it's not going to happen. So therefore, let me slow down. He noticed it. He noticed it and flipped. And that's impact. That's impact, man. And I never knew how impactful we are as Gators. I see y'all as, people that just care about different things, people, places, and things that everybody doesn't care about. But we do. And to me, that's what matters. And I feel like I found another crew of cousins. So I say another crew because this is my second crew. My first crew came from Bermuda, which we'll talk about at another time. This is my second cousin crew. So I got a Bermuda cousin crew, and now I got a New Orleans cousin crew. And this cousin crew, let me explain. Well, let me take a moment. Spicy J is in the building, so be aware. And as he says, he needs your help getting him on several podcasts. So make it happen, because ain't none of these podcasts if Spicy J ain't on there. There's that. So this episode is brought to you raw and live, meaning I was on my walk, I was thinking about you, and I was reflecting, because I'm also healing here. Like, New Orleans is healing different versions of me that I didn't know needed healing. And more often than not, we don't know what we need until different versions of us come out of the basement, hang out in the living room for a little bit. When the old version come out the basement, go upstairs to the living room and sit on the couch, you have an opportunity to talk to him. Versus he coming in, flipping tables over in the kitchen. There's a difference. There's a difference. He's still coming out. He's coming out. I'm talking about little him. He's coming out. And when he comes out, we get to decide how we deal with him. Because he coming. Him, her, them. Don't matter who you are, where you are. Okay? So, understanding these three parallels, which is this whole podcast. This is the healing experience for you, me, and everybody that's here, directly and indirectly. Man, we are a family. We are a culture. I appreciate y'all. You have no idea. No idea. I've been talking this shit my whole life. My whole life. To myself, though. To myself, man. And guess what? I'm still doing it. Here I am on the riverfront Riverwalk in my favorite place in the world, hidden in plain sight. I got the entire city in front of me. I got Caesar's Palace to my left, Lowe's. I got the bridge, the Westin Marriott, Sheraton. It's all in my hands right now, right in front of me. And that's spiritual to me. Like these big buildings and all the people in it. Everybody sleep but me. The whole city sleep. This is New Orleans. And the only reason it's sleep because of weather. It's cold, man. It's freezing out here. And it don't matter. It don't matter. What's the cost of a little frost? Now, that's me in New Orleans. For those on the East Coast that snowed in, man, prayers, love, energy to you. Loaf of bread, milk and eggs. I hope you got it. I hope you got it. I don't know why. I don't know who came up with this rule, but it's something I'm now curious to figure out. Where did this come from? So in the South, we're going to bend this left right here. So in the South, I don't know if it's everywhere, but in the South, I experience whenever it get real cold, we finna be snowed in, we finna be locked in, locked down, storm coming, whatever. It's this thing where you go to the grocery store and load up. You load up on a loaf of bread, milk, and eggs. Why? I don't know. Maybe that's the reason I'd have had so many egg sandwiches in my life. I don't know the correlation, but I will find out. And when I do, I'm going to let you know. So, being Spicy J, I had to find out. So, I found out the milk, bread, and eggs saga. And the truth is, it's something that started years ago when, imagine when bread first came out. When milk started to come in the glass bottles, I found out it's essential, it's psychological, it's habitual, it's a belief. It's a belief. And a belief that's so strong, what I discovered is, no matter what's in your house already, you can just have gone grocery shopping and the store is coming. It's a psychological and emotional response to scarcity, meaning, I can't be without, not recognizing you're still good, You've never seen, or it's been a while since you've seen an empty grocery store. If you think about, for me, the first empty grocery stores I saw, pandemic. Outside of that, I cannot recall, shelves empty. Even then, it wasn't like zombie apocalypse. You can go down the street, get something else. I just want y'all to see how strong beliefs are. I need you to see it in real time. So it's psychological. So then I found out, it's herd, it's called herd mentality, where we follow herd, groupthink, whole nine. So news, talk about these big storms, triggers a response. Response is, I need to go get these groceries, bread, milk, and eggs. Bop, bop. Oh, they did mention, and I'm saying they, meaning it's not peer-reviewed research. It's just something I looked up. So I don't know how you give credibility. But it says things that you can make with this. These 3 items are quick. So you can do pancakes, you can do scrambled eggs, you can do French toast, sandwiches. Like they kind of talked about that. But yeah, it's a belief. It goes back as early as bread. And did you know that Betty White was older than sliced bread? Yeah, I just found that out. So, spicy. So yeah, random as all get up. But back to where we were. We're back on the main street now, back on the main road. Because I'm in New Orleans and I'm healing. So I'm standing next to this riverfront and I'm seeing the bridge, I'm seeing the water, and the bridge is lit up purple, green, gold. And that purple and green it feels like Gator U. That purple and green is just doing it for me. So, this whole Gator U experience mentality is developing, is evolving in real time. And it's cold out here, y'all. And I'm here for you and me and all the little me's that went from the basement to the living room. So this healing experience in New Orleans, I'm going to share. I'm sharing with you in real time because I'm experiencing in real time and I'm externally processing as well. Sidebar. This is an educational channel too. Because I'm a professor, I'm a teacher, I'm an educator. I've been this way my whole life. And now I'm choosing to do it out loud. So, for those who don't know about yourself, this show also teaches you about you. There are two types of communicators. Processors. There's two types of processors or processing. So when it comes to thought, expression, communication, it's a process. We have to go through a process in order to do a certain thing. So my process is internal, which means all my thoughts, everything I think about, everything that I'm putting together is in my head, mouth closed, gator shit. No shade, no disrespect, okay? So I'm usually quiet, processing, and whenever I share whatever I share, I got it already mapped out. That's an internal processor. An external processor is somebody that got to get all that shit out, and while they getting all that shit out, they thinking about what they need to get out. So they are external processors. I got to talk this shit out. Shut the fuck up. I'm talking it out. Now you know. Now you know a little bit more about your damn self. So ask yourself, am I an internal processor or am I an external processor? Now, we can be a little bit of both, but more often than not, we're on one side more than the other. Everything is on the spectrum, and I don't like using the word spectrum because of the stigma around spectrum. When I think spectrum, I want to think of fucking internet, okay? That's it. So don't put nobody on no damn spectrum, okay? Unless it's the internet. So now that information can do a lot of things for you. As I mentioned, when it comes to change is not this big astronomical thing. Change is small, change is simple, change is micro. You make one small change, mustard seed, hashtag mustard seed. If you make one small pivot, your life changes forever, man. It'll never be the same. Never be the same. And it's like, for me, every day, how many pivots can I make? Come on now, I ain't come here to preach, I came here to teach. You know, like, it's another world becoming a different version of you. So this education, this knowledge, this new information, use it to your advantage. Meaning, now that I know about myself, what does this mean? You know, and how do I express this to my partner, my person, my this or my that or whatever? But before you do any introducing, because now you got to reintroduce yourself. Excuse me, there's a train. I mentioned I'm in New Orleans. I also was mentioned my disclaimer because I got off another road, you know, Spicy J and them. This episode's coming to you raw with nothing. I just put my earbuds in, hit record, and here I am. So the audio quality may not be the best, but understand why. I'm building something. As long as you can hear me. Woo, come on. 4 in the morning, and I'm out here wired. This is what spiciness looks like, okay? This is what spiciness looks like. Don't judge me. If you do, find another podcast. If you out here judging. So, back to where we were going. This experience has been healing for me because it represents so many different stages of my life and my career. And there's a train coming now. And I'm gonna push pause for a moment. I'll come back. This is part 2. I'm putting these two together. As you can see, I'm in a different location for those who are watching, because I'm moving. This is the beautiful bridge I was talking about. Yeah, that's where I'm at, you know. So back to it. This experience has been healing for me in so many ways because this place and space is near and dear to my heart. I actually got engaged here. February 13th, 2000 something. We'll leave that at that. I don't remember when, but it was in New Orleans. Yeah, me and my dad spent some time here. This place is just, it's one of those places, and I feel as though it's always been connected to me ancestrally, even, um, the soul, the heart, the music, the love, the culture, the food, the people, the everything. Like, this city is just, I love it here. Now, don't tell nobody. I won't ever live here. I have no desire to live here at all. But I love to visit. It is not for me, okay? No shade, no disrespect. It just ain't for me. But I love visiting. Love it. And I'm visiting for two things: NBCC, National Board of Certified Counselors, Minority Fellowship Program, and the Law and Ethics Conference, which I've never experienced, and I'm really excited about because I heard it's always a good thing. Good time, good thing. Hold on. So, being here, I just want to talk about what I'm experiencing right now. And that healing experience is reflecting on three parallels: who I was, who I am, who I'm becoming. So this reflection brought me from, the end of the night to the moment I got here, just connecting dots to who I was, who I am, who I'm becoming. And as I'm connecting these dots, I'm noticing different patterns, and I'm seeing things. So from the things I'm seeing, I'm reflecting on it and recognizing the parallels. Here's an example. I did not know that this year makes 10 years. I'm actually an NBCC Minority Fellow. That's another episode for another time. We ain't there right now. I will get there. Right now I'm talking about the afterwards. So, I'm a fellow from 2016, and I've been involved with NBCC since I became a fellow. But even before, when I was early in my career, NCC, that status, that credential, I wanted and I got it. So I've been apart for a while, and then the fellowship just took it to a whole nother level. So now I'm just in. I serve on the advisory council, and I am in it, like mentoring, the whole nine. So it's my jam. It's one of the organizations I will always be a part of in some capacity because they've taken care of me. That's a real train, y'all. Like, this is happening live. I love it. So, connecting dots. One of my cohort members. So a couple of my cohort members were there, and one of them brought up, like, "Yo, this is 10 years for us," and I'm like, "Yo, 10 years? That's a whole person. 10 year God dog. Can you imagine a 10-year-old? And for those, this whatever is coming up for you as far as this breadcrumb relates to 10 years old, do something with that. This is organic. Put a Chiquita Banana Dole sticker on our forehead. This is organic. That 10-year-old self means something. This is for somebody, because I feel it in my spirit. Come on, church. It's in my spirit. It's 4:30, y'all. It's 4:36 a.m. Central. Gator time. Louisiana time. I done seen more gators down here. Listen, y'all. We're going to have a retreat in New Orleans. I'm telling you, we're going to have a meet up in New Orleans. We're going to have a retreat in New Orleans. Period, point blank. It's coming. Okay? It's coming. All of it. So, back to where we were. Celebrating 10 years as a fellow, and look where we are now. And man, I can't believe it. These past 2 years alone, starting the podcast and then starting Gator U was like, yo, I did that, and I'm proud of that. I'm thankful. And it's like, this is just where we start. The university ain't even a whole month old yet. It ain't even a month, and we out here. So I appreciate everybody being a part of Gator U. And if you have not joined in, now's your time. The earlier, the better. I'm letting you know now. The earlier, the better, because it's good now. It's only going to get better. So that's it, because I'm learning and growing in real time. Anyway, I'm going to get to the point of this story eventually. This is the podcast. This is Spicy J at its spiciest. Okay? So, 10 years, oh my God. And then I did my signature talk. I have a signature talk now. And I'm going to master this talk where it's a healing experience for me, because that's what happened to me today. And It's an opportunity to become the best version of me all day, every day. So, doing this presentation, it was a moment, and I'm going to share the part of the presentation that shares to the story, and part of the story is just the layers of my experience in New Orleans as a student, as a graduate student. There was some hard times here. There were some fun times here, and it's like to be back in this space as this person, as this version of me, it's an amazing experience. It's like seeing different versions of myself in the same place. For example, I don't know if you know or not, but there's two of the livest streets in the entire world to me. Bourbon Street and Frenchman Street. So Bourbon is, that's all spring breakers, young college, whatever, throw up, all that good stuff. That's out there on Bourbon. Frenchman is jazz, grown focus, art, it's culture, it's all that, So you get to decide. Some people don't even know about Frenchman. You know now, right? Some didn't. So it's like, it's so many levels and layers to all of us. So as I'm doing my presentation, I'm reflecting on 10 years ago. And 10 years ago was my first experience at the symposium. We were in D.C., if I'm not mistaken. And, I go to the conference. Most conferences, it looks like a bowl of mashed potatoes with a few specks of black pepper. It's super white, okay? And being at NBCC symposium, it was so many people of color. So many. And I'm like, because at most institutions of higher learning in these United States, master's level and above, even below, it's less people of color there. So you may be one of one. It may just be, a few of you, a couple, but it could be a whole bunch. Unless you're at HBCU, even then, For those who don't know, HBCU is a historically black college and university. So being in this sea of blackness and culture, oh man, I was in. I knew then, like, this is my jam. So I'm in there, we're in this huge hotel, and I'm going through every workshop and every aisle and going up different floors, looking for people who look like me, specifically black men. And every black man, I'm dapping up, giving a little, where you at, what you doing, where you going, can I go? Can I go? Where you going? Can I go with you? That's what it was for me. I'm grown. And I'm chasing these black men and trying to find somebody to help me. Somebody to mentor me. Somebody to teach me the game. Somebody to sit me down and say, this shit is not fair. To tell the truth, it's a bunch of shit that other people want you to do because they was told to do it. Man, it's a whole world out here I knew nothing about related to being a doctoral student, a graduate, a professor. Didn't exist. Because to me, if you don't have access or you don't know, it doesn't exist. Hear me, if you do not have access or you don't know something, it does not exist to you. Period. Here's an example. I don't know if I've ever talked about this before. You ever heard of Cope Luwak? If you have, job well done. If you haven't, Google it. Cope Luwak is a very unique and organic coffee. This coffee is naturally sweet. It's very expensive. Costs you about $100 a cup, something like that. A little bit more for a little pound, a little bag coffee. And the reason it's so unique and exquisite is because of how it's harvested. Number one, most people don't know about Cope Luwak. Number two, some people don't know that how it's harvested is basically a civet cat off in Indonesia eats these certain berries that defecate. They take those berries, those defecated on berries, and they harvest them. They, ferment and all this and that, and that's how they make the coffee. So it's shit coffee, literally. So if you never heard of that, it didn't exist. Now you heard of it, oh my God, your life has changed. Because any new information you have puts a wrinkle in your brain, will change your mind. You change your mind, you change life. Period, point blank. I hope you're getting this. If you're not, rewind it. So, I'm looking for him. All caps, no blue hat. And every man I met, it was cool, it was love, but I left disappointed because my cup didn't get filled. You know, who I was looking for, I couldn't find. And 10 years later, as I'm doing my presentation, I thought about it, I processed it, but it hit me really hard because now I'm saying it publicly in front of a bunch of people who's in the same seat that I was in 10 years ago, sharing my truth. I was looking for him and couldn't find him, and I couldn't find him because I'm him now. I'm that guy. And I know it, and can't nobody tell me nothing else. And whatever they do, tell me it's their opinion. You're entitled to it. It don't move me. It don't move the needle for my life. And if you ain't moving like that, I would challenge you to move differently. Because why are people getting milk, bread, and eggs? Somebody's opinion. This is so good. I'm having a good time. I don't know about you. Oh, I'm talking about healing, y'all. I am healing in real time. So I'm on stage and I shared a few tattoo tears. You know what I mean? I had to turn my back like, don't watch me. Don't look at me. I'm healing. It wasn't a dry in that building, man. And it just did something to me. To be able to, share me to help other people be seen, heard, valued, respected, and understood. And it's like, man, I needed me. I have me now. Now it's my responsibility as this person here to give myself who I was 10 years ago exactly what he needed. That's what I'm doing now. That's healing. That's healing, y'all. And I'm in New Orleans, right next to this water, right next to this bridge, healing in real time. And it feels good. I'm in my basement. I'm cleaning stuff out. There's another door in this other room that I ain't even know is there. And I'm walking in, head held high. Let's see what's going on up in here. Let's see what's happening. That's where I'm at now. And I can only get better. I can only get bigger. I can only make more impact. That's it for me. How can I help people help themselves to become the best version of them possible? That's it. I just want to help people get better. That's it, man. So, if this show is helping you in any way, you're getting better, share it. Share it with somebody. I don't care who. Somebody you know that can use the things that we talk about. What works for us. Give it away. Because that's exactly what I'm doing. So, my challenge to you is find your place in your space and go back. And go back to it. And give yourself what you need. For example, this is something I heard recently. One of my favorite comedians, Mike Epps. Met him a couple times. And he grew up. It was hard. It was rough, whatever. And he stayed with his mom, and he had some siblings. And every now and again, they would get evicted. They stay in an apartment or house, and they would get evicted. And he said, man, they got evicted so much, like so many houses. He thought like one day, I'm gonna go back and buy all those houses. And, his mom was like, yeah, baby, it's cool. we gonna be all right. And he said, man, my first thought, I was gonna buy it back with dope money, because he was selling dope. Like, I'm gonna buy the block. And then when he became famous and made a bunch of money, he literally did that. He went back to his hometown, and every house, he tracked down every address to every house that he got evicted out of, and he went and bought it and fixed it up. And he even did a TV show on it, like Home and Garden or whatever. They even did a TV show on him doing the work. And I was like, man, that's incredible. And to me, that's 3 parallels. That's 3 parallels all day long. Who you were, who you are, who you becoming. Man, okay. I'm tired of freezing now, so I'm going to go ahead and get back to my room and prepare some more episodes for you, okay? because I'm at work. I don't know about you. This has been another episode of 3 Parallels Podcast with your host, the Brother Dr. Jason Branch, where we discover who we were, embrace who we are, make room for who we're trying to become. If that is you, you are in the right place at the right time. I am offering coaching services. I am an executive performance coach. I help people, high-performing, neurodivergent, especially if you're spicy, millennials, rediscover who they were, embrace who they are, make room for who they're trying to become. Like everything, it's all connected. So I help you get from A to B, from B to C, from A to Z. Wherever you want to go, I can help you get there. Therapy, if you are in Georgia, New Jersey, or Pennsylvania, I am able to serve as your therapist. So reach out if you need want to do a consultation. We can do a consultation. You can text me, 404-436-2540. Gator University is open. It's alive and well. I am accepting the freshman class 2026. So come on in, bring a friend. Link in the description. And please subscribe to the show. Subscribe to the show because I don't know who's here and who's not. So there's a lot of people listening, and subscribing lets me know who's here. So feel free. Like, subscribe, and share. Much love to you. Have a good day. Good night. Man, I love life. And if you're not loving yourself or life, what can you do different? That is it. That is all. Good night.